All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how to change a tire with a tube. This is a stock 125 bike, so that's a 16-inch tire that obviously needs a new tire before the start of the season. So I'm going to show you how to change the tire with a tube. Now, this process goes for anything from a 10-inch, 12-inch, 16-inch, 17-inch. It's the same process. When you've got tubes, you want to take your time, and I'll start the video and show you all the different things you got to do, but you want to take your time, nice and easy, so that way you're not going through a ton of tubes. So here we go. All right. I got my tire ready to go here. Some important things with some of these tires is some of them are directional, right? So you want to look for the arrow on the tire and it'll tell you rotation. So like this one tells you rotation right there and which way it goes. So I know my chain and my sprocket are on the right side and the wheel rotates this way, so I'll be able to put it on that face. Second thing you want is you want some kind of lube or tire juice. So I just go to like my local tire shop and I ask them to fill up this bottle, and the stuff is super greasy and it dries up really fast so it doesn't affect our tires. So I lube the tire up real good, get it in there, I get some on the rim so that way it's easy to go. And then I take my tube and I lay my tube back on top of the wheel here so that way I have complete contact with it and I know I'm not popping it. So now that I know my rotation's going the right way, I set my tire in from my end first. I keep the tube out of the way and I press it down until it won't go anymore, right? So usually it's about a quarter of the way. It kind of presses itself down. The smaller tires are a little bit less. So again, you want to use as many of these as you can. You're going to put one on the left side in between the rim and the tire. You want to put one on the right side between the rim and the tire. And this way it'll allow you to squeeze those in. One side, other side, boom. All right, so now we're in, we've got these in place, and we want to work another one. So I'll keep this one down. I'll put this one in its place here. I'll slide this one over to the next spot, and we'll work that down again. Bam. And we'll finish it off with this bad boy here. And the first lip is in, okay? So now we got our first lip in. Now we want to work the tube in. All right, so we'll put these aside. We got our tire now, one lip is in. So you want to take your tube now, all right, and you want to feed it as far into that tire as you can. All right, get it completely away from the wheel. So take some time, takes a little bit of time just to get it all the way in there. The further back you get it, the further away it is from you setting that tire in place and pinching it, because then you got to do this whole process all over again, and then you end up pinching the tire. Right? So tube is in, ready to go. I'm gonna grab my valve stem now, the little nipple we took off. I'm gonna put that back in the valve. I'm gonna screw that back in. And then we're gonna add a little bit of air to it. Not a lot, but just enough to inflate the tube so that we know where it is in the tire when we start putting this other level back in. So we'll screw this valve in, get it ready to go. Obviously you can tell I don't get any help recording this stuff because he just likes to disappear and make fun of me in the background. So make sure you guys saw that. So now we got the valve stem in. We want to lube one more time because this is the critical part. So we're going to lubricate one more time. Get a good amount of lube on that rim and that tire. And we're going to grab some air. Swap this out real quick. And we don't want to do a lot. Again, we don't need a lot of air. We just need enough so that that tube inflates a little bit and lets us know where it is. All right? I've got less than a pound in it. All right, so there's less than a pound of air in there. The tube is nice and inflated, so we know where it is. We can use it as a guideline. I'm gonna add a little bit more, it's a little too soft. 1.5 pounds. So I got 1.5 pounds of air in there. I can feel the tube, it's all the way around. So I'm gonna start again on my side. I'm gonna press the tire in, get it caught under the lip, and then I'm gonna add some more pressure as I work my way around. And I'll get my tire in space. Now, I wanna push it in, hold it there with my body, and I'm gonna grab my levers again. All right, and we're gonna work it the same way we did the other lip. So you're gonna push that tube out of the way, work it in place. push that other tube out of the way, work it in place. And if someone decides to come and help, it's a lot easier if they hold that one side and then you work your way around. And it's simple, just make sure you don't catch that tube anywhere, right? You don't want to add too much air to it. I think I got too much air in this one right now. Take some air out. There we go. I want that tube pliable and I don't want it caught between the rim and the tire. So keep just working your way around. Again, it's a lot helpful if someone is there kind of holding a stick for you as you work your way around. Definitely makes a difference. And just do little increments, right? Again, the point is to go slow. And like you saw here, right, now I'm getting a lot of pressure. Right, here's a perfect example. Getting a lot of pressure from the tire. That means it's caught on this end. So I want to drop this end down, and that will allow me to move this tube easier and get this tire in place. See, if you're fighting the tire, it's because you're having an issue. And for the last one, we'll push, pull down on that one, and we are in. Now, let's see if we're good. We're gonna put some air in it. As long as we don't hear any air coming out, the tire has been successfully changed. I like to blow it up to 30 pounds and kind of just leave it there. No air, nothing is leaking, tire is in. That's how you change a tire with a tube. Again, the smaller the rim, you want to take more time, you want a lot more levers, so that way you get the leverage to pop it in and out. Add yourself a little bit of air, just about a pound, into the tube before you set the tire in, so that way you've got a gauge for the tube and allows you to push it out of the way and doesn't get trapped anywhere. I hope this is helpful. I hope this gets you more efficient at home and not spending as much money taking it out to the shop. Again, I think I spent $100 on the stand and the tire puller, another 45 bucks and some levers, and I can change all the tires I want, from big bike tires all the way down little spec 50 tires. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.